everybody. My name is Heather Andrews with the Andrews Insurance Agency, and I have Ben Hall here today with Overview Bookkeeping and Consulting. And he's going to tell us just a little bit about yourself real quick.
Sure. So I like long walks on the beach. My favorite color is red. Just kidding. No, I turned 50 years old this year. I'm originally from a very small town, Palermo, Maine. I came from the telecommunications space. I was climbing the corporate ladder and ultimately moved from New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and came down here to Florida about 2.5 years ago to live with my wife who's warm and happy and work until I die.
Sounds about right. I think we're all there. So you started up a bookkeeping company. How and why did you do that? What made you get into this?
Yeah, so we started a consulting business in 2005. The Overview is an acronym for Voice, Internet, Electric, and Wireless Overview. And it was modeled after expense management organizations like Scully Mitchell or Alliance Cost Containment System. And ultimately, when I started, I wanted to protect the financial interest of those I served, even if it was from myself. I saw people overspending and not realizing that they had signed long-term contracts. They didn't realize what they had bought or contracted under. And I saw an opportunity to make a difference. So fast forward 15 years later, it's the height of the pandemic. At that time, I was working with very large companies, comes at hundreds of locations, let alone employees around the United States. And there was an opportunity to get back to my roots working with Main Street America, smaller businesses. The reason why I was to support the small business. So I brought in the opportunity to bring big business concepts, strategies, and intelligence to the small and mid-sized business, 35 employees or less.
So that's a little different than a lot of bookkeepers out here. What makes you deal with them? I know that's one big thing, but what's something else?
Yeah, so the official buzz be a fractional business CFO, Chief Financial Officer. For the most part, when you look at a very large organization, there's a chief financial officer, they lead the financial team. Those were the clients that I supported and consulted for the 15 years. What we're able to do, what we're bringing in is that bookkeeping, that's just the data, and it needs to be accurate, but the data entry is just one piece. And as the business starts to grow and scale, the business owner starts to ask questions. Well, what does this mean? I don't know. Ask your tax professional. What does this mean? Ask your preferred insurance profession. What does this mean? I don't know. Ask your finance. What does this mean? I don't know. Well, what do you? I don't know. I just put in the information. It's up for you to figure out what to do with it. So the consumer believes that most bookkeepers are doing the things that we do, or the tax professional is doing the things that we do. They're not. So, that's the definition of see a gap in the marketplace. You solve that problem. And that's really why we've grown and accelerated. We do the things that the consumer believes are being done, but are not being done.
Understand completely. Now, you said you work a lot with CFOs and try to get businesses back running properly like they do in the big leagues. Now, what kind of referral would be perfect for you?
So an ideal client is traditionally the people that we're trying to target and introduce is 3 to 5 employees, 3 to 5 years in business, $300,000 to $500,000 in sales. That's a great place to start. And we're looking for the business owner that's not just looking for books for tax purposes, the one day out of the year. We're looking for the business owner who wants to run their business for 365 days out of the year. They need the data in order to make data-driven decisions and to grow and scale. They want to grow to the 15, 20, 35, to where they would need to bring on a higher end. But ultimately, what we do is we want to work and support with these smaller businesses and bridge the gap. Our vision of success is to become a business behind their business. And there's a big leap from the 3 to 5 to 25 to 35. With the Overview crew, that's how they get over that hump, help them get there much faster.
Understand. Well, you seem to know what you do want. What's one of the referrals that a client that's not a good fit for you?
We do not want to work with, unless it literally falls into our lap or is highly referred from a trusted partner. We don't match up well with nonprofits. We're about building profits for business, and nonprofits don't have any profit. We not enjoy with restaurants. They're very driven towards the hospitality space. And there's a disconnect. The methodology that we do and the methodology that they believe in is wrong. It's just a different mindset and approach to doing business. Or municipalities. Startups are also, municipality would not be right fit anyway for bookkeeping. They would have this startups. So very concise answer: startups, nonprofits, restaurants. Can we work with them? Yes. Do we work with them? Yes. There's always the exceptions that prove the rule. But those are the ones that, for the most part, they don't match where we're trying to target is the client that's trying to grow.
Perfect. Well, I think you gave us some good intel on your business. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No.
Sounds good. So what is the best way someone can get a hold of you?
Excellent. So actually the best way for somebody to get in touch with me is they go to our website, overviewbookkeeping.com. I ask and challenge, request that they look around, they poke around, they look at our video testimonials, our written testimonials, the things that we do, look at our values. They're not just words on the wall, they're words that we live by. And if you see there's going to be a connection, great. Then you would skip a 15-minute talk with me. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to see if there's a click. So if I can click with you and you can click with me, then lights out. It's on like Donkey.
Awesome. Well, we're going to put all his contact info. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to him. He's great. He's to work with everything, and he's very easy to work with. That's one of the things I like. So if you're looking for someone,
funny.
Oh yeah. We do have a good time. But if you're looking for more information, reach out, and we're always excited to introduce you to all of our wonderful people we work with. And Ben, thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you, Heather. I appreciate you inviting me to the show.
No problem. Well, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Bye.